set for action.
And it looks as though we are about to get underway. Two superstars lock up. Another exclusive matchup for Coliseum Video. They're ready to get down to business.
Yes, I was impressed very much so by their attitude going into this match. They both said that they're going to give all their all. And I'm certainly looking forward to that. Well, it boggles my mind and everybody else's mind too.
They're cautious at first. They move in, collar and elbow. And boy, this crowd, they've been waiting for this encounter all night. You've got the power and skill.
Yes, and his fleet of foot too. Don't forget that, because speed is a very, very important factor in this particular match. Doesn't he look confident?
This is going to be some battle, I think, going off the pace.
He certainly knows how to strike most effectively. He may be in for a rude awakening here. Oh, I don't know so much so. He certainly knows what he's doing, Sean.
Well, two very interesting styles, meaning head-to-head here. Two very gifted superstars. And I think that they are going to have to use every tactic.
Yes.
And their vast vocabulary of wrestling moves.
Yes, some not even in the book.
And Ornoff and Ace, both superstars, very cautious at this point.
They are indeed. One thing they've got to do, they've got to pace themselves. There's no getting on the outside and having a little respite for 2 or 3 minutes. You've got to be in there the whole time. And one of the most important keys to success is being able to pace yourself correctly. You know, both do their homework very, very thoroughly on their opposition. So obviously they've looked, review tapes, probably Coliseum tapes at that, to see how each has fared.
So we've got a great matchup.
Indeed we have.
It took a long way to get there, but I think we made our point.
Absolutely.
Well, I have a feeling that this is one encounter that is going to get a bit wild. Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan over a special broadcast this evening, Your Lordship, the Armed Forces Network.
Well, that's very kind of them, but I'm still sure that Bobby Heenan gets paid for it.
Yeah, I was going to say it wasn't a charitable move on the Brain's part.
And the Gorilla's not far behind him, you know. He likes a few pence in the pocket too.
Oh, really?
Yes. Oh, he never picks up a tag if you go out to eat. He's a complete gentleman.
Lordship. Great match to him. Exclusive encounter for Coliseum Video. And I know for a fact we're going to see some sparks in this battle.
Yes, this is a plum of a match for Coliseum Video. They really have excelled themselves with this exclusive.
Surprised he wanted to stand toe-to-toe there. He'd like to end this in a hurry. You sound like one. Oh. And after seeing the action we've seen so far, Dr. Hayes, I want to make a prediction and say this is going to be a tremendous exclusive matchup that is going to be included.
Yes, I must echo those words, Sean. I don't always like to agree with you, but sometimes you're forced to.
Alfred, you arrived here earlier than I did, and I see you got some color today.
Yes, I was out on the beach. It was very nice there.
So it's going to be a perfect day because not only did you get out in the sun, but you're going to see some great World Wrestling Federation action.
Yes, I saw all sorts of things on the beach. But very nice.
Folks on the edge of their seats here. And there is a clear example of the skill in the ring. He has worked very hard, spent a lot of hours in the squared circle, just practicing, perfecting his moves, and it's certainly paying off.
Absolutely, Sean. The execution of those moves really strung together. Timing was great. All the balance was correct. Shows you how he has, in your words, improved.
And not only skilled in wrestling moves, they're also very skilled at stretching the rules, shall we say.
A little deviation from the rules there didn't hurt anybody, really. He's a very, very sneaky, crafty wrestler. Sometimes with the referee's back turned, will use some very, very dubious means.
He has very quickly scaled the ranks. He's definitely, Lord Alfred Hayes, one of the top contenders.
I would have to go look for that, Sean, because definitely.
Not that I admire or really like the way he behaves in the ring.
You don't like his
But as far as his skill, I'll go along with how you feel about superstars. Although it's tough for me at times, because I have to think that their personal behavior is part of it. But when you just speak solely on skill, I would say he is definitely one of the best.
Oh, that's very gracious of you, and I'm sure that you'll have a few kind words to say to you, Sean.
No, he never has.
Oh, he doesn't? Well, he doesn't to me either, quite honestly.
No, that's for sure. Nasty.
Yes, he's a killer. He really is.
They're not nice individuals.
No, but they're in a man's world, in a man's sport, and they certainly are men.
Men are men.
Yes, absolutely. Doesn't appear to have any weaknesses in his armor at all, though. He has great conditioning, Sean. He really is a superb man. You have to admire him.
Yes.
Who has shown us a lot of skills over the past. He's a very powerful performer, a very, very gifted wrestler. But I certainly know that inside the ring, this man is a very, very aggressive performer, and he certainly has chalked up a remarkable list of victories.
I've seen him in the ring long enough to know anytime he can erupt, end an encounter. Great angle. Not as close as I'd like to get to the action.
Yes.
In this case.
And look at that shot, Sean. Our cameraman taking us right in the ring there. You were talking about great angles before. That was another good one. You cannot be closer to the action than that in the World Wrestling Federation. That is surely a coup for Coliseum Video.
This is an exclusive matchup for Coliseum Video. So Coliseum Video cameras bring us in close. Closest I've ever.
Yes, really.
Boy, we have a good look at that. The battle continues. This capacity crowd is really getting an action-filled match here.
And you know, Sean, I think the fans here are finding it difficult who to really favour in this match. I think they're quite evenly divided on the two.
Well, both sides giving everything they've got. And you can see just the edges of fatigue sneaking in. But as far as the action goes, it's just as furious as when the bell first sounded.
They probably have every young girl in here cheering for them with the fair maidens. Yes, I knew a fair maiden here once. Precious little girl. No.
Details. So you are in a real spry mood today.
Thank you, Sean.
Really taking advantage of the situation now. Using everything he's got.
1, 2, 3,
I think he's found